Hi, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my video, welcome if you are new. I thought I would film a cozy little evening routine for winter. It's currently January, it's actually a Sunday, so it's gonna be a slightly slower evening routine than normal because honestly, I just fancied it. We've just given Winnie back to her owner, so I'm feeling very empty. The house was very quiet. I thought you guys could keep me company, as well as obviously Alex. Alex would do that too. But it is now 4 o'clock, which means it's nearly time to have a cup of tea. I have just been doing some pre-ordering. I've just been pre-ordering some books to arrive over the next couple of months, just going through my 25 books I want to read in 2025 and picking up the books I don't have or pre-ordering the books that aren't yet out. There are 2 books I've not been able to source yet. One is because it doesn't seem to be in the right specs, and then one is because I want to order the whole series, and the last book in the series comes out in June. So that's what I've been doing this evening. I also, when I was in town dropping the dog off, I picked up on the way back 2 puzzles. So if you saw my trying Hobbies video, I had a puzzle that I just couldn't get into. It was just too hard. It was because so much of the puzzle was either snow or a starry sky scene that all the shapes looked the same, and I couldn't even see when 2 bits slotted together if they should be together or not. I was just really struggling. So I think that was like a 2,000 piece puzzle. So I've gone for like a smaller one. So these are both 500 pieces, and one is a little scene of Florence and one is a cheese shop. And yeah, I think I might spend a bit of the evening starting the puzzle, which would be really cute. But it's just going to be a really sweet little evening routine that you'll see what I tend to get up to. This is very similar to like if I was working on a Friday and finished at 3. It's like a Friday evening routine, but it's Sunday. I am going to go head downstairs, get a cup of tea, get really cozy, and I think I'm going to start one of these puzzles.
Guys, I am 1 and volume, and they only I'm back to 6 right now. After reading, I'm having a lot of trouble. 6 left. Wow.
Made out of rooibos, and rooibos is, I feel like we just Christmas much tie most of them. You're actually upstairs on the bookcase because you're gonna have to charge because you go in flat. But it is quite a lot later. It's now 6:30. I've been reading books, honestly. I finished my ebook and now I'm reading my physical book, which is The Husbands by Chandler Baker. So yeah, I just been having like a really chill evening. I feel like my evenings are either one of 2 things. They're really calm and they're really like chill. I'll do like hobbies. I'll have maybe like some kind of outlet like reading or crafting, or they're really productive. And there's kind of like no in between. And today is definitely a chill evening. So maybe another day I'll film my like super productive evening, but this is my like cozy winter, don't really want to get anything done or achieved kind of night. But I'm currently on page 170 and I am going to take a little bit of a break and head downstairs and I think put a little bit of YouTube on and maybe colour or some kind of hobby like that, and we will take it from there. But yeah. I feel like I've made such good progress. Like, look at this. I've got all the bits laid out and then I think I'm gonna keep chipping away at this, but it's looking good. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. This is significantly more fun than the previous one I did because it's actually achievable. Yes. I feel like I'm making really good progress with it. later in the evening and I really want to do a little self-care moment. So I've come into the downstairs bathroom, which if you haven't seen any of my videos yet, the downstairs bathroom literally just has, there's a downstairs loo, but the downstairs bathroom literally just has a bath and a sink in it. But the bath actually doesn't work. So it's basically a glorified sink room, but it's where I store bits and bobs for skincare. So I'm gonna have like a really lovely shower this evening. In this basket is the hair stuff. There's also artwork in here, but the hair stuff. So I've got the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask, or the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Mask. I think they're my only two masks, and I've been using this one quite a lot recently, so I'm going to use the Amika one. And then in here is skincare, and I think this is currently the face mask I'm working my way through. This is the Kiehl's, come on focus, the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask. So I think those two are going to be my little self-care moments. And I do need to get a little face wash for the shower. So I'm going to take the Fade Out Advanced Brightening Exfoliating Face Wash. Right, this is my little haul out of this room. Let's go take this upstairs and get all cozy. So it's time for a little bit of evening self-care. So the first thing I'm going to do is, my hair is pretty clean, but not like super clean. So I'm going to wet my hair and then put in a bit of the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. The hair mask is in. I'm gonna leave that to settle and do its thing while I, one, wash my makeup off, and two, put my face mask on. So, first things first, I'm gonna take my makeup off with the Bioma Melting Balm Cleanser. This is relatively new. I've only used it 3 or 4 times. I do like it. I wouldn't say it's my favourite cleansing balm, which is unusual because normally Bioma make my favourite everything, but I think it's got quite a strong, I was going to show you, it's got quite a strong scent and I don't really like it, so I think it's currently putting me off. Face is washed. Normally you would apply a face mask with one of those face mask brushes, which are silicone, but I actually don't have one. And I therefore just use like a really old foundation brush. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I stopped using as a foundation brush because it didn't clean very well. So I now use it as a face mask brush. I'm gonna take, I've had like 1 use of this. So I'm gonna take on my little brush and apply it to my face. I feel like since I moved into this house, I've just not done enough self-care. I think an element of it is the bath being out of action. When I lived in London, we had a bath and that was my like go-to self-care time, and our bath here, as I mentioned, doesn't currently work. So I just don't have the same self-care encouragement. But trying to fix that. I look hilarious. Trying to fix that in the new year and just generally at the moment. So this is me doing just that. I've now applied the face mask. I think this leaves on for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna set a timer. Set a timer for 10 minutes. And while this face mask sits on my face, marinating, I'm gonna go sit on the bed and read more of this book, The Husbands. Currently on page 170, I think I said that. So yeah, I'm gonna get comfortable in here on bed. I am now out of the shower. I'm lovely and clean. And I've got on my favourite pyjamas, which are from Sainsbury's. They are absolutely gorgeous. They have a couple more in this style, but I don't like the other patterns. But I'm biding my time, and when more come up, 100% buying some more. But I've washed out my face mask, I've washed out my hair mask, and now it's time to add a bit more hydration back into my skin again. So the first thing I'm going to use is this Sleep Brightening Sleeping Facial. I actually haven't used this before, so I know very little about this. And then just in case my sleeping facial isn't hydrating enough, I'm also going to top it up with a little bit of face oil. So I'm going to use the Monday Muse The Nectar Vitamin Facial Oil and just put a little bit of this over the top, because this is a really lovely, thin but hydrating face oil. I genuinely think it's one of the best face oils I've tried. And I'm going to use a lip balm. So, still using my Laneige sleeping mask. Honestly, this thing, I think I'll still be using it on my deathbed. And that's it. A really simple skincare routine. I've really stripped it back. I use like 3 products max now. I think my skin needs it. So, I'm now feeling very refreshed. It's time to go through into my room and sort out my hair. So let's go. 2 hair products. And that's all I use at the moment. I've got the Sam McKnight Happy Endings Nourishing Balm, which I basically use on the bottom 2/3-ish of my hair. And then the VO5 Hairdryer Protection Mist. And currently this is what I'm using. I love this so very much. If you suffer from hair that is quite healthy but it gets quite frizzy, I love this stuff, and it just helps my hair look a little bit more put together. And then honestly I just buy whatever heat protection is on offer. And then I'm going to take my hairdryer, which I currently use the GHD, I don't know what this is called, the GHD hairdryer. Does a good job. I'm feeling so refreshed. Honestly, I find going to bed really clean just so satisfying. I don't think I'm ever gonna be a morning showerer. Watch me change my mind in like 2 days time, but oh, my hair is slightly too soft now and it's all over the place. I don't really set New Year's resolutions. I'm not a New Year's resolution kind of person. I set some yearly goals last year and basically ignored them. I think I've worked out that because I naturally struggle in the winter months, so December, January and February particularly, it's a really hard time of year for me to have goals and to like completely reinvigorate my life, and new year, new me, when it's just so freaking dark. And it means I struggle to wake up in the morning, and therefore morning goals are really difficult. I struggle to have any real desire to exercise, which makes health goals really difficult. And the way I'm going into this new year is I'm gonna set intentions, basically make better choices but don't specifically have goals, and then we'll set some goals in the spring and see where that takes us. The only goals I have set for myself are reading goals, because I read all year round and winter, if anything, makes me read more. And then the other goal I've set for myself is to learn French. And like, I don't mean become fluent in a year, because that's just not gonna happen. But I've married into a French family. Alex is half French, his mum is French. They all now live in France. And every like family gathering we have has always been a bit tough because I can't speak the language they all speak to each other. And I've always like thought about it. I've always done a little bit here or there, but this year she's going in hard. And I think, as I said, in a time of year where I'm not particularly motivated, all I'm gonna do between now and I think spring, I say all I'm gonna do is Duolingo. So I'm currently on a 94-day streak. So this is a goal that I started towards the end of last year. So it's another sign you don't have to start goals on the 1st of January. You can start goals whenever you want. But my goal is to learn French. And at the moment, I'm just keeping the streak going. That's all I'm doing. Eventually, when I get my mornings back and I feel a bit more motivated to wake up because it's not pitch black when my alarm goes off, I'm gonna make 10 or 20 minutes for French in the morning. But at the moment, all I'm doing is making sure I don't lose my streak. But it is only 20 to 10. I'm obviously not going to go to sleep right this minute. So I'm going to go through and do some lessons.
Un animal. La réception de l'hôtel. Mes animaux sont géniaux. Un joli parc. Le petit déjeuner est compris.
Vous réservez les billets d'avion? Ah.
Les journaux. La douche ne marche pas.
Okay, I've just done a load of French. I managed to get myself from the last position to position 11. So I jumped from 30 to 11. So I would say that's a decent chunk of French. It's now 10 o'clock. I'm gonna head down, get a glass of water, and then I think it's time to go to bed. I heard Alex turn off the telly, so I think he's now ready to go to bed too. But it's been a very cozy little evening. I've really enjoyed it. Let's get actually ready to go to bed.